If you're looking to get your medical credentials like your degree EPIC verified, then you clicked on the right video. What is up YouTube? Dr. Wajih here and welcome to my channel where I help you achieve your dream of becoming a successful doctor in Pakistan or the UK. And I teach anatomy on the side. So if you haven't already, do subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon to stay notified of the latest videos. What is up YouTube and welcome back to my channel. In today's EPIC video, I'm going to show you how to get EPIC verified. Before we begin, let me just tell you that I'm working with very unpredictable weather conditions over here. So we've gone from rain to snow to sunshine in the matter of a couple of hours, and I don't know how much sunshine I have to work with. So I'll try to make this a quick one. So in order to get yourself GMC verified, you need to first verify your medical degree or your medical diploma with the ECFMG. And the way you do that is through the EPIC Physician Portal. The EPIC verification process for your medical credentials has 3 steps. Step 1, create an account on the EPIC Physician Portal. Step 2, verify your identity with the Notarycam. Step 3, upload your medical diploma for getting it verified. And then once the verification process is done, you can send it off to the GMC or whatever authority you're planning on sending it to. So I'm going to talk about all these 3 steps in a lot of detail. So without further ado, let's begin. The first thing you got to do is you got to go to ecfmgepic.org. From there, you go on to For Physicians and click the login button. Once you click the login button, you'll be presented with 2 options. Are you new to EPIC or do you already have an account? So if you're new, then click on Establish EPIC Account. So once you click on Establish an EPIC Account, EPIC will show you a bunch of instructions on the things you're supposed to have before you begin your registration process. It does this because they'll only give you like 15 to 20 minutes to get the whole registration process done in one go. And if you don't do it in one go, then you'll lose your progress and you'll have to restart the whole thing all over again. So it's better to have all of these things together with you before you begin. I'm going to go into a little bit of detail. So as you can see from the picture, they're going to ask you a bunch of biographic details. They'll ask you about your medical school, the medical authorities you're registered with, and they're going to ask you to upload your photo and your passport photo. So going into a little more detail about you, they're going to ask for your last name, your first name, your date of birth, your national ID number, country of birth, and your home address. So have all of that information with you before you begin the process. Next, they'll ask you details about your medical school. Here they'll ask you if you're a graduate or a student, what's the name of the university you graduated from, what was the start date, what was the end date, what is the title on your medical degree, what date were you given your degree, and what was your medical identification number as a student. So usually this should be available on your ID card. For the university I graduated from, it was called the enrollment number. Next, they'll ask you what medical authorities you're already registered with. So at the time I was registered with the Pakistan Medical and Dental Council, now known as PMC. So people from Pakistan, write that down. People from other countries, write down the name of the authorities you're registered with, and they'll ask you for the address as well. So keep that handy on you. And finally, they'll ask you, after the verification process of your degree, which medical authority do you want to send this attested degree to? So I selected GMC for that. Next, you'll be asked to upload a photograph of yourself. They are very specific about the requirements that your photograph should meet. So be sure to read that by clicking on this confirming your identity with EPIC link. It'll have details on what qualifies for an acceptable photograph and what does not qualify. And the same will be the case for your passport photograph. So you're going to have to upload the front page of your unexpired passport, and it should clearly show your face, your details, the date of expiry. Again, click on the confirming your identity with EPIC link to find out what qualifies as an acceptable photograph of your passport and what qualifies as not. After you're done uploading your photographs, they will have a summary page where you can review all of the details that you've mentioned and see if everything's accurate or not. And if you've missed out on anything, you can fill it out at this point. Next, you'll have to make a payment. So the payment for creating your EPIC account and your Notarycam identification is $130. These prices will change with time, so just be sure you know which price we're talking about. There will be a separate fee for verifying your actual degree. Now, once you've made the payment to get your Epic account registered, you will receive a confirmation email that will say that your application has been received and it'll be processed within the next 3 working days. Subsequent to that, they will email you a temporary username and a temporary password in different emails. You can use this now to log in to your new Epic account. So go back to ECFMG epic.org, link in description, click on login. This time you're going to choose the option that says if you have an Epic account, log in here. Enter the temporary username you received on the email. Once you do that, they'll give you an option to change your username. So change it to whatever is memorable, and then you'll have to enter the temporary password that they gave you, and you can change that to something new as well. After that, they'll ask you to select a memorable image, put in a caption for it, and then answer a bunch of security questions that you can use to log into your account. Once you're logged in, you will see the main menu, something like so. Go on to the My Identity Documents tab. You'll be able to see your photograph, your passport, and the third item you'll see is the Epic identification form. This is the second part of the whole verification process. So you click on it and you download it. It's gonna look something like so. There will be space for the Notarycam worker to sign it, and there will be space for you to electronically sign it. Mind you, once you've downloaded this form, don't try to edit it, don't try to write anything on it, don't try to print it. That's not how this is gonna work. I'll show you what you're supposed to do with it next. So you go on app.notarycam.com, link in the description, and you create an account with them. Once you've created an account, you'll have 2 options to choose from. So you're not supposed to choose the certification 186 identification form. That's not for us. You're supposed to go with the Epic identification form and click on that. Once you do, it'll open up a form where you'll have the option of uploading the Epic identification form that you downloaded earlier. Upload that, upload your passport, enter your Epic identification number, the number that usually begins with a C, and click on continue. Once you've done that, you'll receive a prompt that'll ask if they should begin the ID verification process. Click on start. It'll show you a message that says the ID credential analysis application has been submitted and that a notary worker will reach out to you through an email to schedule an appointment. Now, once they do reach out to you on email, you can respond to them by saying that you're ready to have the ID verification process done right now, or you can schedule a time. So I chose to start off the process right away as soon as I received the email. You make sure you have your passport available with you, because they will ask you to hold that up against the camera and read out your passport number and stuff like that. Once all of that is done, they'll ask you to electronically sign the form that you have uploaded, and they'll let you know that the process has been done. Once your Epic identification form has been verified, now you can go back to the Epic Physician portal and upload your final medical diploma, which is going to be step 3 of the Epic verification process. So go back to ecfmgepic.org, log in, click on My Credentials. Then you should see a drop-down menu that will allow you to upload a variety of documents. So choose Final Medical Diploma if that is the document that you are getting verified. Then it'll have an option for you to upload the file. Remember, the document that you upload should be less than 10 MB because you can't upload more than that. If your degree is on more than one page, make sure to join those pages into a single PDF document. If your degree is not in English, then you'll have to get it translated and then combine it into one PDF document with your original degree and then upload it. I've dropped a link in the description below to a page that will help you in a step-by-step process on getting your medical degree translated according to the ECFMG requirements. Next, you have to write the name of the medical authority you want to send this Epic verification report to. So I chose the General Medical Council. You can choose not to send the report to them right away. The best time to send off the report is just before your PLAB 2 exam. So if you're going to be taking your PLAB 2 in the next month or so, I'd recommend get this whole EPIC process done, send it off, and everything should be verified by the time you are done with your PLAB 2. The next thing they'll ask you to do is to choose the institution that issued this degree. So just select your medical school off of the list. Once you've added all this information, if you look to your top right hand corner, there should be a button that says cart with one item on it. Click on it. It'll take you to the payment section. Make the payment. This time the payment should be around $100. Again, these prices will vary. And you've almost completed your EPIC verification process. Now, once you've made this payment, they will tell you that now they'll be reaching out to your medical university to confirm the legitimacy of your degree. Now, different universities are going to have different standard processes for this. In my case, I had to contact my education department, let them know that EPIC was going to reach out to them. My university asked me to pay an additional $100 to get the thing verified. Not all universities are going to ask you for the payment, so it's going to be a little individualized from this point on. I did have to chase it up with my medical university, whether they'd completed the process or not, and had to send a couple of reminders. So they took up to a month to get this process done. Again, it's very variable because when my wife did it, she got it done within a day. So even though it was the same university, so it's very variable from beyond this point. Once your university has confirmed to the ECFMG about the legitimacy of your degree, then your whole process will be completed. You can track all of this process on the My Credentials tab of your EPIC Physician Portal account. It'll look something like this. So they'll keep mentioning the stuff that has happened or is happening. So for example, request for verification of credential received, sent for verification at review at the medical institution. This means it's at your medical institution for review. Once the verification is received from the medical institution, it'll be in review with the ECFMG, and then eventually verification accepted. Now your degree is ready to be sent to the GMC. If you didn't already select the option of sending it off back then, you can now, and that process should cost up to $50. Again, this will be variable with the time. So there you have it, folks. That's how I got myself EPIC verified. This is an essential step in getting your GMC registration done. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If you liked it, drop a comment below. Let me know what you want to see me do next. And remember, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.